What's up, everyone? It's Shaletta. I'm here getting a phone for one of my newly minted teenagers with Xfinity Mobile. They've got great options, affordable plans, and solid coverage that works for our whole family. With Xfinity Mobile, my daughter can stay connected with me wherever she goes. And did you know when you sign up, you can get an extra phone line free for a full year? Switch to Xfinity Mobile today for more savings, more smiles, and more ways to stay connected.
In Minnesota, we pride ourselves on our nation-leading voter turnout and safe, secure elections. Elections allow us to make our voices heard and stand up for the communities and issues we care about. To exercise your right to vote, first make sure that you are registered to vote. After registering to vote, make a plan to vote on or before Election Day, Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. Learn about how to register to vote, cast your ballot, find your polling place, and more by visiting mnvotes.org.
Finally tired of doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results? Well, this show is going to help you change your life for the better. Strap on your seatbelt and navigate this roller coaster we call life with human potential expert and best-selling author Dr. Verna Price. Each week, Dr. Verna blesses you with her virtues to live your best life so you can be the best you that you can be.
Welcome back to Dr. Verna's Virtues. My name is Dr. Verna Cornelia Price. It's great to have you come back. For those of you who are brand new, it's great to have you. Thank you for joining me, and please listen in. And I'm hoping this is going to be helpful. I think it's going to be helpful to you because it certainly is helpful to me. And tell your friends and share it and everything like that. For those of you who are my returning folk, it's good to see you. I hope that all is well and that you are getting what you need from these podcasts. And please, I'm going to ask you one more time, please send me a note. Send me an email, send me a text for those of you who have my personal cell number. Let me know how these podcasts are helping you because we really want to know, like these are making a difference in the lives of people. So send me a note. Would love to hear from you. So in Minnesota, which is where I'm located, Minnesota in the USA, it is fall. And during fall, the leaves begin to fall off the trees, and it's a beautiful time of year. So we're going to talk today about changing seasons. And what does that have to do with you? Well, let's do our affirmation, and we'll go from there. My power is my ability to think a new positive thought, see a new positive vision, speak new positive words, write new positive goals, and do something new and positive with my life, with my family, with my community, and with my world by taking a new positive action step. So hopefully if you are listening to this when you're, at home in your kitchen or hanging out, going for a walk, take an action step. If you're driving, do not do that. All right. So I'm in my office, so I just kind of move forward. Action step, take an action step. So Minnesota, beautiful time of year. The leaves, they change colors. It's beautiful, gold and reds and just bronze. It's just everywhere you look. And Minnesota is full of trees, and it's just like so lovely. And the other day, in my backyard, we had a little wind and the leaves were just falling off the trees. And I just sat there and I drank my tea slow and I just watched the leaves just come down. And it was just a beautiful thing to see. But the reality is that the season is changing. So whereas before I could sit on my deck and, no issues, I'd probably, have on short sleeves, or maybe I was, wearing some sweatpants or whatever. But this time I had to have on just a little shawl, right? To kind of keep me kind of warm, not like something too heavy, but the wind was just a little bit cool. The air was a little crisp. It was clear that summer is no longer here, but I could feel a coolness. So I just put my shawl on. I was comfortable drinking my tea slow, but the leaves were falling. Things were changing before my eyes. I knew that just in a matter of weeks, all of the leaves would be off the trees. My backyard would be trees that were just standing and looking, and they were probably looking kind of bare because they no longer had all these leaves on them. My backyard would look a little maybe lonely. It would be darker because as we come into the fall and then into the winter season, things get darker faster. Not so much sunlight. So the season's changing. Things are shifting. Things look a little different. Things feel a little different. Well, you know what? The same thing happens in our lives. We go through seasons. And when seasons begin to change, I want you to not be afraid, to not run away from the season of changes in your life. And what does that really mean? When your season begins to change in your life, there's a few things that happen. First of all, clearly things start to shift. People who were in your life used to seem as though they were on your side or seem to be just the right fit for your life, maybe aren't anymore. And I'm not talking about your spouses. Okay. So even when the season does change and you are married and, and things are happening, you just got to work it out and figure it out. Go get yourself some counseling, figure it out and work to make sure you secure your marriage, secure your family. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you working on projects. I'm talking about that person who used to seem as though they were on your side. Now they're like cold towards you. Now they're kind of a distance towards you. I'm talking about the companies that you used to work with. Maybe they are no longer interested in what you're doing. I'm talking about, how you used to operate and do your work seems to be shifting. And it's not like it used to be. Let me tell you, what you're going through is a season change. And when you go through the season change, you have to do a couple of things. First of all, you have to recognize it's a new season. And when you come to a new season, you're going to have to maybe act a little different. Maybe you're going to have to communicate a little different. Maybe you're going to have to interact a little different. Maybe you're going to have to get new information. Maybe you're going to have to get new connections. Maybe you're going to have to do an assessment of who's in your life and why are they there. Maybe you're going to have to even do a self-assessment on yourself. In this season, are you taking care of yourself? Are you doing self-care? Are you making sure that your mental health is okay? Are you making sure that your physical, your spiritual health? That season change gives you a minute to do some assessment in your own life. Now, here's what happens often in season changes. People they get this feeling like their life is falling apart because just like trees, my trees used to be full of leaves. And now some of them stand bare. There's like nothing on them. They're just standing alone. Let me tell you, sometimes when you're going through a season change, you're going to have to stand alone. The people who you used to work with, they don't work anymore. The people who you used to hang out with, it doesn't work anymore. I was just in Atlanta working to relaunch my Girls Taking Action program in Atlanta. And we're doing that in partnership with a wonderful partnership with Kendra Scott. And if you don't know Kendra Scott, she's a philanthropist, but she also has a jewelry business that actually gives back to the community. So anyway, I'm down there, I'm doing this relaunch, but I'm working with one of my alum. And she says to me, you know what? I'm in a new season. And in this season, there's certain people that I used to hang out with. I know I can't hang out with them anymore. There's certain places I used to go. I know I can't go to those places anymore. There's certain things that I used to do. I know that I am not doing those things any longer. Why? Because I am shifting. I am changing. And so as a result, she says, sometimes I feel like I'm alone. But here's the reality. You're not alone. You're in a season change, right? There's a new season coming. If you happen to be in the fall where things are falling off of your life, literally, those people who were subtractors anyway, and for those of you who know my book, The Power of People, 4 kinds of people who can change your life, you know those people are adders, subtractors, multipliers, and dividers. That is my seminal work, and that work is still working. And if those subtractors are in your life, guess what? they're going to fall off. If you have dividers in your life, they're going to fall off. And here's what's so beautiful is when those leaves fall off the trees, it's getting the tree regenerated to actually produce new leaves. So in this time where you feel like, I may be alone, you're not alone. I don't have enough people in my life. Nope, you do. They're coming. You are clearing out your life in this season. You are clearing out yourself in this season. You are getting regenerated from the inside out so that you can enter into a new season, fresh, ready. You're looking forward to it. Why? Because you now have a new way of looking at your life. You have a new way of looking at your projects, new way of looking at your vision, new way of looking at your dreams, because you're in a new season. So I just want to encourage you today that if you're going through a season change, and some of us are, we're going through a season change, you are not alone. Do not give up. Do not, think that it's hopeless. You're not. It's just this time. And during this time, take the time to go inside of yourself, reflect, think about in the last season, what did you learn? What did you experience? What did you enjoy? Where did you find joy? Right? And get yourself ready to be regenerated into a new season. Changing seasons actually could be a huge blessing for you. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know that by the time this podcast reaches you, Election Day, November 5th would have come and gone, but I sure am hoping that you use your right to vote in this country, in the USA, and that you made your voice known. Okay, so very proud of you. Thank you for joining me again. And let's go ahead and finish up with our affirmation. My power is my ability to think a new positive thought. It's a new season. Think something new. To see a new positive vision. It's a new season. See something new for yourself. To speak new positive words. It is a new season. Start talking new things. Start saying new things about your life, about where you're going, what you want to accomplish. And to write something new. It's a new season. It's time to reflect and write and move yourself into your future. And you're going to do that, right, by taking a new positive action step. So I hope your action step is to think something new, to see something new, to speak something new, to write something new, because it's time for a new season. All right. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Get caught up on previous episodes of Dr. Verna's Virtues at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African-American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast-quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise, and peak flu season is almost here. Save time and get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at the same time at Hy-Vee. Schedule your updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot online today, or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy whenever it's convenient for you. No appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you and your family stay healthy.
Are you the parent or guardian of an adult with autism? If your loved one has no restrictions through court order, then they are eligible to vote. And you can assist them in many ways. Some citizens with autism don't like unfamiliar places and activities. These voters might prefer to cast their ballot at an early voting center. Leading up to Election Day, these early voting centers are less busy and less likely to require waiting. Early voting centers are open all over Minnesota, and you can vote there right now. Or you can request an absentee ballot to vote by mail. That's right. Eligible voters can cast their ballots without ever leaving home. On Election Day, curbside voting is another option to make voting easy and comfortable. Election judges will bring a ballot directly to the vehicle with the person with a disability. Make a plan to support and assist your loved one with autism this election season, so they can participate and exercise their precious right to vote. You can find out more at mmvotes.gov. That's mmvotes.gov.
Your vote matters and has real-life impacts on our community. Have you made a plan to vote? You can vote early at your voting center before Election Day, and your employer must let you go with paid time off. You can also vote by mail by requesting a ballot from the Minnesota Secretary of State's website. If you have any questions or problems voting, call or send a text to 866-OUR-VOTE. That's 866-687-8683.